So I recently on social media shared the breakdown of all of my debts. If you follow me on social, you know for the past 18 months I've been saying I paid off $75,000 in debt in 14 months. I keep repeating that 75K number, but I never actually gave you guys the breakdown of who I owed, how much I owed, and what it was for. So I had put up a list. That list was this list here. You probably can't see it, but I'll link it somewhere and I'll put the numbers up somewhere in this video. So just to give you a quick breakdown of what was on this list, it was a Best Buy card that I owed $500 on, a student loan for $23.87, another student loan for $47.83, another student loan for $5,029, an Audi S5 that was repoed from me a couple years ago that was sitting in collections for $5,768, a Bank of America credit card that was maxed out at $62.85. The limit on that card was $6,300. That's terrible. A home remodel loan for when I used to live with my grandfather. I did some work on his house and put it in my name like a fool. And that was one of them was $11,275, and the other one was $13,064. Then I had a Honda Accord that I still drive today. It's $12,340, and then I had a Honda CRV that I still drive today as well. That was $13,380. So that grand total brought it up to $74,811. It was a lot. It was, I was getting murdered every single day. Like, I kid you not. Like, I don't know how I was even surviving. The total of all of those debts, all 10 of those items I just listed, was costing me around $1,200 a month. And 2 of them I wasn't paying because they were sitting in collections, and I was just like, I don't got the money to give them anything. I'm not paying them nothing. So I was paying 8 out of the 10 things, and it was costing me about $1,200 a month. Let me remind you that that $1,200 a month was the minimum payment for all of these. So I wasn't putting anything extra. Nope, I'm lying. The only thing that I put more than the minimum payment on was my Bank of America credit card, because I think my minimum payment was like $160 a month. And every time I put $160 on there, when it recycled, my balance would come down like $20. So I was paying $160 and $140 was going to interest every single month. I was never going to pay this thing off. So I was putting like $250 on that one, but that was the only one I was putting extra on. Everything else was the minimum payment. So on top of the $1,200 I was paying to debt payments, I was paying rent, and my rent throughout that year and a half, that year or so that I was paying for the debts was somewhere between $1,745 and $1,800 a month. And I had a split with me and my girlfriend. It was like a 60-40 split. I think I was paying $1,100 and she was paying $700 or something like that. It was something in there. But I was paying rent. I was paying utilities. I was paying for groceries. I was paying for childcare, and then still trying to manage to have fun on top of all of that, which is why my credit card was so high in the first place. I didn't have any money, so I would pay my credit card down like $500-600 after a couple months, then I would just rack it back up. I was getting nowhere fast, but I freed myself of all that. I don't have any of those payments anymore. I saved $1,200 a month, and I must ask you all, do a calculation, list it smallest to largest, write down all of your debts, get a picture of it, figure out how much in debt payments you're paying out a month. And then next to that, once you figure out that number, write right under that number, whatever it is. I don't care if it's $400, $1,500, or $1,200 like me. Under that figure, write, what would I do with an extra $1,200 a month? What would I do with an extra $400 a month? Whatever your number is, write that under it. And then that should motivate you. That's what motivated me. I was like, man, what could I do with an extra $1,200 a month? That's it.